𝗥𝗲𝘀𝘆𝘀 Welcome to today's reflection. Today I just wanted to speak about an ayah which I read and it gave me pause. And it's not an ayah which I haven't read before. I've read it many times. But as is typical, like the Quran, each time you read it, it's like something else which you didn't really give too much focus. It shines, at different times to you. So the ayah is the last ayah of Surah Al-An'am. 𝗿𝗲𝘀𝘆𝘀𝗆 وهو الذي جعلكم خلائف الأرض ورفع بعضكم فوق بعض درجات ليبلوكم فيما آتاكم إن ربك سريع العقاب وإنه لغفور رحيم. He is the one who has placed you as successors on earth and elevated some of you in rank over others, so he may test you with what he has given you. Surely your Lord is swift in punishment, but he is certainly all-forgiving, most merciful. There is a lot of beauty to this ayah, but what I wanted to focus on is this middle part. And it's such an obvious principle that you might already be very well familiar with. I am very well familiar with it myself, but just as information, not as just like being aware of this. This is something that one forgets. One can be showered with blessings with so much ease in their life. And we have so much ease in our lives. Like really consider the level of blessings that you've been given. We have way more than kings of old used to have. The most that a king could have really is he's sitting on his throne and some guy next to him is fanning him to cool him down. Now we're sitting on sofas and you've got air conditioning, temperature controlled. We have refrigerators, electricity, internet, easy access to knowledge, medical care. We are magnitudes beyond what the kings of old used to have. And for the majority of us, we live an extremely relaxed life, and we have way more than many other people have, even in our current day. Just if you're listening to this through your phone or through your PC, already if you have access to YouTube, that already says a lot about your status already, that you have electricity, that you have a roof over your head, that most likely you are in a safe place. Consider as well that you have a secure access to like daily meals. You know where you're getting your meal and you know when you're getting your meal. And we have access to clean water. These are so many things. And you might have been given access to education, or you might already have a job. You might be a doctor, or you might be studying to become one, or studying these professions which are of quote-unquote high in the social hierarchy. What the ayah is mentioning is that Allah is the one who has elevated some of you in rank over others. He's given you different levels of blessings. One person might be a doctor, while the other person might be a cleaner. The doctor was given a lot of opportunities, he was given an education, while perhaps the cleaner didn't have access to those things. And what is the purpose of that? Is the doctor morally superior to the cleaner, for example? Is he more good and more beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, therefore he has received more blessings? Absolutely not. Rather, the case is that some are elevated over others in rank. لِيَبْلُوَكُمْ فِيمَا آتَاكُمْ. And once again, this is an obvious principle to us. You'd say that, we're in this life as a test. Things happen to us as a test. But think about it. How frequently is it that we feel to an extent entitled to what we've been given? This is really a core flaw in us. We think that we are entitled to the blessings that we have been given. Even if we may not have it on our immediate consciousness, it's almost a subconscious sort of like superiority complex. But consider this. The people who are poor will enter the paradise 500 years before the people who are wealthy, because the wealthy have more to be asked about. This doesn't necessarily mean that the wealthy must therefore necessarily and will be in a lower place in paradise or will necessarily be punished because of their wealth. No. It might be that the poor person gets in first, but the wealthy person who is more righteous will get into a higher position. But already you have more to be asked about. Why do I highlight this? It's because to highlight that when you're so entrenched in these blessings, you have to actively go out of your way and be grateful for these blessings that you have been given. Because it's not because you're better that you were given more wealth. It's not because you're more beloved that you were given more wealth. Rather, everything is a test. Rather, you have been given more than someone else. Purely, it is a test. Subhanallah. This is so easy to say. Like I said in the beginning, this is so easy to say and such an obvious principle, quote unquote, that we know, but we don't truly know. We don't truly act upon. We do not truly internalize. And this is a really big flaw. May Allah protect us, and may Allah guide us to be grateful to Him. Allahumma awzi'na an nashkura ni'mataka allati an'amta alayna. O Allah, guide us and strengthen us towards being grateful for your blessings. So to summarize, what I love about this ayah is how direct of an answer and direct of a reasoning it gives. 𝗿𝗲𝘀𝘆𝘀𝗆 دَرَجَاتٍ. Why? What is the reason that some are higher in rank in this dunya over others? لِيَبْلُوَكُمْ فِيمَا آتَاكُمْ. That is the reason. Dot for dot, immediate. So don't think yourself superior just because you've been given more. And recognize that you have more of a responsibility than others because of the blessings that you have been given. And like I said, this is directly relevant to everyone who is able to listen to this video on YouTube, because you already have so many background blessings if you're able to access YouTube even. And a quick mention to the ending of the ayah, although it's not the main focus of what I wanted to mention. إِنَّ رَبَّكَ سَرِيعُ الْعِقَابِ وَإِنَّهُ لَغَفُورٌ رَحِيمٌ. Indeed, your Lord, your Rabb, your caretaker, is سَرِيعُ الْعِقَابِ, is swift in punishment, because he doesn't need to consider the evidence and to look into the matter and study it, and he knows already everything. Swift in punishment. وَإِنَّهُ لَغَفُورٌ رَحِيمٌ. The emphasis is put in here, and it's not put in the punishment. لَغَفُورٌ وَإِنَّهُ لَغَفُورٌ رَحِيمٌ. And indeed, however, he is certainly extremely forgiving and extremely merciful. Subhanallah. Glory be to Allah Almighty. This is what I wanted to share today. May Allah bless you, and may Allah guide me and guide you towards being grateful for the blessing that He's given us. I wish you all the best. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.